Hi, I'm Roger Montgomery from the Montgomery Fund and welcome to this week's Video Insight. Well, 2014 has definitely begun not the way 2013 ended, and reporting season has kicked off and is extending some of the malaise. In fact, today, Cochlear, which we don't own, has produced a disastrous result, while ANZ, which we do own, has increased profits by 13%. But it's not always the case that high-quality companies outperform. In fact, last year we saw precisely the opposite. The top-quality companies, the A1s to B3s, those that we regard as investment grade, did much worse than the rest of the market, the poorer quality companies. And let me give you some examples by sector. If we have a look at industrials as a group, we find that the quality companies actually did quite well, 25% up on calendar year 2013, whereas the poorer quality companies were only up 16%. But if we drill down, we find that a very different story appears. Healthcare, for example, the high quality companies in aggregate were up 28%. The poor quality healthcare companies were up 53%. If we take a look at information technology, the top quality information technology companies were up 24%, but the poor quality companies were up 74%. If we then go down to consumer staples high quality up 0.8%, lower quality 53% higher. So there will be years inevitably, if you're following the approach that we advocate, where you're going to underperform poor quality companies. But just as if you raced a Ferrari against a VW Combi around a racetrack 10 times, the Ferrari will win every time. What's happening when people are betting on poorer quality companies is they're betting that the Combi is going to beat the Ferrari. And in the long run, we know that's not the case. With that in mind, what are some high quality companies that are worth looking at for this year? Well, at the moment, as we look down our list of companies that are close to value or a little bit trading under intrinsic value, here are some names that you might want to go and research. I'm not saying they're buys today, but they're companies you may want to investigate. Whatif.com, Primary Healthcare, Credit Corp, Metcash, JB Hi-Fi, Macmillan Shakespeare, Challenger, Kathmandu Holdings and Seek. So there's a bunch of companies that you should go out and look at more closely to see whether or not you believe there's an opportunity for 2014. And with that, I'll see you again next week. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter.